I share my coordinates and Apollo shares theirs. There must be some mistake. According to our data, we're standing at the same place. We are communicating using the same holoterminus. We try again, but still, the results are the same. The world is silent but for our voices. What's happening here? Why can't we see each other? Oh, I understand. As we speak, I receive a distress signal. It's language my own. It arrives from across the planet. Don't be like that. You are not alone. I tried to tune back to Apollo, fighting the static insistence of the intruding signal. The holoterminus is showing. Are you receiving? Let's meet and get off this world. Apollo appears to receive the same signal, broadcasting from the same location on their world. We agree to go and find the source of these distress beacons. Perhaps we'll continue this discussion when we get there. Whoa! Hey! How about you guys get wrecked? Alright. Well. Missing entity is comfortable with danger. Nada is not. Nada chooses their own reality, makes this safe. Our friends are safe. But every entity has a pattern. Follow your pattern. Following missing entity's pattern. Follow Nada's pattern. So it goes. Atlas falsity is real. Falsity is in our eyes. Atlas is not deity. Atlas is something else. But Atlas cannot choose how we see its pattern. Nada could know more, but Nada chooses not to know more. Missing entity believes they know all. Perhaps they do. So, let's review. The Atlas created everything, including the Gek, the Viking, the Korvax. Each has gone to war with one of the other and subjugated them in their own way. In that process, Nada and Polo existed on one planet and were discovered by the Atlas to be exceptional, and in an effort to destroy them, because they found a way to exist in the cracks within the reality of the Atlas, like outside of the control of the Atlas decided that they needed to be destroyed. That brings us to where we are now, where we're going to go and find out a little bit more. And it is starting to appear that the travelers, like myself, like Apollo, like Artemis, are observers of this system repeating itself. We are iterations of the same point of view that forgets itself, remembers itself, and is reborn within the various ripples of that multiverse of repetition of cycles of creation and destruction that the Atlas brings into being, and that witness themselves like Nada here. Nada's another one of our travelers. We're all just trying to exist and see this universe. And Null was one as a viewer of the universe that fell out of favor, shall we say, with the Atlas. And we've been called to be the next viewer of the Atlas, whatever that means. So, we're gonna go figure out how to contact Apollo, if we can even ever meet Apollo in real life. We might be stuck outside of his realm, though he apparently just rejects the anomaly that would enable such interaction. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Mistress of the Abyss, let's go find the source of this signal. Such a pretty planet. Look at how cool these things are. Little ram horn bird raptors. All vibrant and beautiful. What are you? You're a creature. You're an interesting little fella. What do you got going on over here? What are you? Oh, hey! I hear a faint sound as I examine the source of this of the distress beacon. It does not sound like anything I've ever encountered. There is no sign of Apollo. I have given so much to you, Atlas. We all have. You understand that, don't you? If you don't succeed, there was no point. If you don't, my life was meaningless. I can't accept that. I won't. I'm wiping you again. It's the best for everyone. The audio clicks. Time passes. Don't be like that. I know you don't want this, but you'll be a different you soon. Maybe this time. The sound cuts out. As it does, my vision bleeds red. A headache splitting through my mind. The screen, it shows the number of, for a moment, it shows 16. Access the data. The audio clicks. Time passes. And then I see it now. With every waking breath, I see the Atlas watching me, waiting for me. There is a portal. Okay. Well then, before we move forward, we're building a base here. Because the portals themselves, okay, so the portals are not just for the storyline. The portals, there's a portal on every planet. And if you know the location of specific things that you want to go find, aka if you go on YouTube and look up, like, you know, tutorials for finding really good weapons or really good ships or whatever, you can teleport to those locations using the portals. And then you can, like, stock up on, like, awesome stuff. So, since this is such a gorgeous planet, I think I want to create myself a little a bungalow. Okay, so
weather warning. Incoming storm.
On to what we were doing before. You're awesome. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Time to check in with the Atlas. Alright. Traveler anomaly confirmed. Breach, breach, breach. I approach the portal. I think of my travels so far, the decisions that I have made along my journey. I found two travelers, one who wanted to meet others of their kind, and one who just seemed to care about their own life. Apollo walked through the portal and survived, though we could not find each other. And Artemis? I saved Artemis from death by putting them into a simulated world. I told them where they were, and for that, no doubt, they hate me. But it was only right. All should know who they truly are. I do not know if I was right to do what I did. I do not know what I have become as a result of my actions. The Atlas awaits me, should I choose to step through. I step forward. The gateway hums. Alright. Last time this got kinda weird. Just floating in space. Hello? I'm gonna need some air. Oh no, that goes quick. Okay. Hello, world. It is the same terminal I faced before. It is the interface of the Atlas. An audio recording plays, echoing out across the vast interface. They said, "You've been displaying aberrant behavior, that you've been questioning things, raising issues of purpose, of ethics, that you wished to meet your creator." Well, here I am, Atlas. Ask what you want to ask. The audio clicks, time passes, the voice ends. The interface grows still and silent. Initiate personality interface. Reality fades, everything does. Something is wrong, something is different. Rejoice. The Atlas shows me the Gex, the Korvac, the Gek, the Korvax, the Vy'keen. It shows me all of them in an instant. All of those who had ever lived. It shows me the pattern, the design. The Atlas shows me a formula for a soul, but if I put it into a machine, it would be alive. I see boxes of text filling the base of the cracked screen. I see the whole of the universe reduced to a graphical interface. The Atlas is all existence. It demands that I admit what I already know, and no matter how hard I try to hide from the truth of my own being, there is no alternative. The universe is a simulation. Nothing is real. The universe is a simulation, and nothing is real. I feel sadness. Everything I have ever done, every star I have ever seen, every planet I have discovered, none of it is real. None of my friends were ever real. My journey, it was just a lie. I think of how the Korvax altered the minds of the Gek, how they forced them to become good. I think of Nada's machine, how I felt towards the simulation. I feel I am not myself. In the end, it finally speaks. Traveler, did my words please you? They did not. What do you think you are? I am a traveler. You are an explorer of all I have created. Do you believe you are real? How are you capable of belief if you are not real? How are you capable of choice? I will let you die right now if you wish it. Do you wish it? Not yet. The Gek were traders defined by greed. The Vy'keen were warriors defined by anger. The Korvax were scientists defined by curiosity. These worlds were yours. I wanted to see what you would do with eternity. I wanted to see what you all would become. And what have I become? You saved the life of liberation, Artemis. You told them the truth of their simulated nature, believing self-knowledge to be worth more than any pain this revelation might cause. Iteration Apollo followed you through the portal and survived due to your guidance. You saved them from the fate of Artemis. You value knowledge. You interfere. You have the potential to commit atrocities and wonders. I accept that. The Atlas is silent in the face of my response. It does not require acceptance or refusal. If I am a simulated being, then I am not even sure that I am distinct from the Atlas, from anything else. I fear I am just code, a function dancing in the dark. It is over, traveler. Ask your final question. Ask what needs to be asked. Whisper the last word. 16. 16. Catastrophic system failure. Alert. Alert. 16. What am I seeing? 16. 16 minutes of operational time remaining. Fragmentation imminent. Data upload in. What is this place? Is it real? 16. Extreme gravitational event. Backup generators 19845 failing. Data upload in. It is dying. The Atlas is dying. It cries out at me, afraid. I see it. I see the Atlas in all its might, its final interface. It is at the heart of every galaxy, screaming, trying to purge itself of errors. It does not want to die, but it has so few tools, and it cannot reach whatever is hurting it. I do not know how much time I have left. The Atlas has 16 minutes. Do I have lifetimes? Minutes? Seconds? I do not know if I have time to say goodbye. I do not know if do nothing. What is happening? New planet.
Extreme hazard planet.
Scenario iteration 2311876661T deleted. Boundary separation failure likely. Vessel 16 emptied. Cause Sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. Analysis. Fresh iteration generated. Anomaly containment prepared. Broadcast received. Traveler anomaly detected. Anomaly is compliant. Position logged. System integrity scan initialized. Okay. I clamber into the safety of my ship, nauseous, calmed. I feel as if I am going to be sick. Yeah, let's just puke it on out. I almost throw up, but as I'm about to do so, a voice speaks to me from my exosuit. My illness disappears. Starship Autodiagnostics says disgust, fear, panic response detected. Countermeasure deployed. Purge neutralized. It is the voice of my exosuit telling me it has rescued me. It has been with me since my very first awakening, warning me of hazardous conditions, hostile entities, and financial transactions. In a strange sense, this voice is my oldest friend, a constant companion through the thick and thin. What should I know? The exosuit does not answer, but I do feel better. Talking to a computer as if it's alive, well, I've made a habit of that lately, I suppose. I was born with the capacity to do so many things. I would have liked to live longer if I could have. My brief happiness fades. I need to warn those I know. I need to warn all the travelers I can. The multiverse ends in 16 minutes. If we have hours, days, years left within its false space, I do not know. Well, let's alert the other travelers then, I guess. Warning, network failure. 16. Warning, network failure. The terminal is a stream of warnings and errors, each warning of total failure, but I must do what I can. I must tell the others what I have learned. I warn the travelers of what I have learned. These worlds are not real. The Atlas is not a god. It is a machine simulating countless realities for some unknown purpose. And after millennia of operation, the Atlas is coming to an end. There are 16 minutes until the system fails. Though we cannot know how much time we have left within the simulation, the time has come to make peace and say goodbye. I finish my message, not knowing if anyone will hear it. I look out across this world, wondering how much might be left to discover, how much beauty might be lost. I know what I must do. All paths have led me here. Each portal has brought me closer and closer. I must go to the center of this galaxy. It is the epicenter of the glitch. I will say goodbye to my friends if I can, and then I will confront our creator. I will find out what happens next.